Okay, so we have our first site live and online with Dropbox. Looks great. And let's just go over the benefits of Dropbox here. So we got a site up real fast, live online for people to see, and it's free hosting. And you can put up multiple sites. So for instance, if I wanted to put up a second site, go to Dropbox folder. We have our first site right here, the directory for it, or the folder for it. I'm going to create a new folder, second site. This is how simple it is to create a new site, and just for the sake of time, I'm going to copy all these files. They could be different. They don't have to be these. You can edit these. And then I'm going to paste it right here into the second site folder. Copy public link. Paste it. And now you have your first site here. You have your second site here. So free hosting, put up sites fast. You can have multiple sites. Say you're building sites for multiple people or for multiple ideas you have. You can get them up fast and see how they look live online. The downside to doing this is that this is not a very human-friendly URL address here. Not easy to share, not easy to remember. So what we're going to go into today is hosting your site for free on GitHub. And this will give us a more user-friendly or human-friendly URL address, and then it'll also take us into something later where I'll show you how to include your, or have it hosted at your own custom domain name, say ryanbonhart.com or johnsmith.com. So let's look at how to do this. First step is to create a repository on GitHub. So head on over to GitHub. You can click there and it'll take you there. And what happens here is if you have an account, go ahead and sign in. If you don't have an account, just sign up for GitHub. So I'm going to sign in. And you'll be taken to this page either way. All right, so we have an account and we're signed in. Now we have to create a repository named username.github.io. So let's go ahead and copy this. And we'll go back over here. We'll go to create new repository. Now with this username, it's got to be your username and it's got to be the exact same as your username right here. So mine's rbonhart. Description. My first site on GitHub. All right, now let's say create repository. Now, done that. What Git client are you using? I'm using GitHub for Mac. If you're not for Mac, you can use GitHub for Windows. I think it's very similar either way. But GitHub for Mac, and actually GitHub for Windows, this doesn't change, is you're going to go over here and you're going to click Setup in Desktop. And if you already have a GitHub app on your computer, it's just going to go ahead and open that. But if you don't, when you click on it, it'll take you to a page to download GitHub. For me, it took me to the Mac version, PC users. It's going to look a little different, but go ahead and click the Download GitHub button. We see it downloading down here. All right, so let's go and unzip it. And for Mac users, just drag it into application. PC users, install it. Now let's open the app. Okay, once GitHub opens, click on your username here, and you'll see a list. Well, you should only see one repository. But we're going to find the repository we just created, so rbonhart.github.io. We're going to say clone to computer. And I'm just going to put it in my desktop. All right, so now it's cloned. Awesome. Click on it. Now let's go over here, Finder. Let's find, there's the repository or directory that we just created. And now let's also go to our first site folder, which is also for me in my desktop. Yours may not be there. And let's copy all the files. And we're going to copy them, and then we're going to paste them here in our repository folder we just created. So you can see that. Then click Changes over here, and you'll see all the files that we just put in. And put summary, pasted, or imported all site files. First time. And push commit and sync. And you may not have this keychain, so it might ask you to enter a password. I'm just going to say allow, allow. You can see the progress going on up here. All right, history, imported all site files, first time. Now, if we go over here, click on our bonhart.github.io, you can see all the files in your directory. Now copy this, and let's just go right here, paste it. Actually, let's make a new folder. Paste it. All right, there isn't a GitHub page here. Are you trying to publish one? It may take up to 10 minutes until your page is available. So what you're going to have to do is wait 10 minutes. And then, once you've waited your time, the page will eventually load. We have it here at ourbonhart.github.io. It's a much, more human-friendly URL address here. You can share with friends. You can even have that as your website, say, your own personal page. You can have that located there at that address. So GitHub's awesome. You can also do version control. Anytime you change the files, it'll say changes here, and you commit the changes, and then the site will change. So, anytime you come into this directory right here, and you change the files around, you'll see the changes live. Actually, let me show you one time. All right, see that? Changes live, desktop, ourbonhart.github.io, added in that line. I've made some changes. Commit and sync. So we commit and sync. Now we're going to reload the page. And you see your changes live right here. Now I'm just going to get rid of that because I don't want it to be like that. Boom, save, go to GitHub, undid previous changes. And you notice now the changes are much faster. We don't have to wait the 10 minutes like we did. They go instantly. We have this great URL here. And next we're going to learn how to put any, buy a domain and then make any custom domain for our site hosted on GitHub.